Okay, plane flying by. Okay, as I mentioned before, there are a couple more graves here in this area. One here in Jonquil and one in the Gardenia area, over there. Before I go there, I found a veteran grave right here. Ernest Eugene Smith, California, ET1, meaning first class. Not sure what ET stands for. U.S. Navy, Vietnam, October 25, 1929 to May 3, 1970. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for your service for this great country. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, this grave that actually we're coming up to was actually not listed at the office. Almost like the family didn't want anyone, any visitors to come upon it. It's actually a former MLB baseball player, shortstop, I believe, and 8-time All-Star, if I remember correctly. Okay, his name is Vernon Stephens. Okay. Okay, usually over here, and sometimes when the turn on the sprinklers, streams get flooded. Okay, I think I went over. I'm pretty sure I use this gate as a landmark to where he is. And these trees as well. I think it's on this side. Oh, another grave here. Franklin K. Harbert, or Harber, PT, third class. PT, I forgot what that means actually. U.S. Navy, June 11, 1945, November 25, 1970. Okay, I salute to you, sir. Thank you for your service to this great country. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story on how I find this grave. If it was designated unmarked. Where are you? Okay. Okay. I'm confused where it is right now. This might end up as blooper. Oh, another veteran grave. John M. Owens Jr., FTASN, U.S. Navy, December 25 to Korea, December 25, 1929, February 4, 1975. I salute to you, sir. Thank you for your service to this great country. Okay. Where are you? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not close to these trees, so I know it's pretty far off. Okay, didn't do him. Christopher B. Haw, California, TMI, first class, U.S. Navy, World War II, in Korea, March 15, 1923, June 25, 1970. I salute to you, sir. Thank you for this great country. Oh, there he is. Okay. I think I stopped right there. Okay, here we go. So this is the grave of MLB shortstop, 8-time MLB All-Star, Vern D. Stephens Jr., 1920 to 1968, beloved husband and father. He is buried with his wife, Bernice H. Stephens, 1920, 1944. Okay, since I was telling the story earlier, the location of his grave is not listed on Find a Grave or in the office actually. Okay, so when I was at Find a Grave, I found someone actually took a picture of it back in 2004, and I found out he was buried with his wife Bernice. So what I did, I went to the office and looked for Bernice Stephens' grave, and there you go. So in the records they have it marked where exactly it is, and lucky for me, this led me to Bernice Stephens' grave right there. So yeah, I actually used that same method when I was looking in a grave in the mausoleum of a former congressman. There you go. So let's talk more about Mr. Stephens right here. Okay, he was a shortstop, played in the league for 1941 to 1955, 8-time All-Star, played for the St. Louis Browns, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago White Sox, and the Baltimore Orioles in that span. Okay, he was the American League home run leader in 1945, 3-time American League RBI leader, and is inducted in the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame. Okay, he died of a heart attack here in Long Beach at the age of 48 years old. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's also voted 6 times in the top 10 of the MVP voting. Okay, 3 times in the top 10 batting average. Okay, twice led the American League in games played. Okay, so it's here. Became the first shortstop to hit 30 home runs in a season with 39 in 1949. Okay, there you go. So that's Vern Stephens for you guys. Okay, glad I found him. He didn't give up. So next grave will be over there in the Gardenia area. Let's go. Can I use that tree? And there's actually a statue over there. So we can zoom in. Called the Little Lambs Memorial, because that area is where a lot of babies who died early are buried. Okay. So the grave I'm going to come up to is actor Frank Sully. Real name Francis Sullivan. Okay. Funny story is, I was looking for his grave around this area. I was actually looking in the wrong place. It's actually in the area next to it. And I came here several times actually. I went by looking for it, can't find his grave because I know it's in the Gardenia area. And at the time I was too shy to go in the office. And even though they give me the information, I didn't really know how to find it. They would give me like numbers, lot numbers and plot numbers. I don't know how to look for it because it's not like the numbers stand out. Okay, so next time I was here, I was looking for the grave. I was about to give up, looking for Frank Sully's grave. And then I realized maybe he's not buried under the name Frank Sully. So I looked at my phone. It's actually his whole name being, as I mentioned, where are you? Where is he? Usually there I go, as I mentioned, Francis Sullivan. So I decided to go back around again and look for Francis Sullivan. At this point, one of the workers here noticed I've been around here for quite some time, and she actually came up to me and asked, oh, who are you looking for? Again, I said, yeah, I'm looking for this actor who was buried here. Can't seem to find his grave. So she actually went to the office and looked it up for me, and so she got the lot number, the plot number of where it's supposed to be buried. Okay, so how does that help us? And she taught me how those numbers are used. Okay, so let's say we're here in the Gardenia area. Okay, so the lot number, because these are actually divided in grids that you can see on the map. So the grid is actually A grid is a lot, and there are numbers on that grid. Okay, so from over here, hang on, let me look for that marker. She showed me the marker of how to find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, example this. Okay. Okay, you can see that. Oops. Okay, so there you go. So this is lot number 55. Okay. Okay, so there, that's one section. So a lot of these lots have that marker on the ground, 55, and this is the first time knowing about it. So that's how you find graves. You need to look for this particular cement circular number on the ground to find it. Okay, so we're in this area right now, and then there's the lot number. And the lot number pointed it around here. Okay, I remember very well because I know that it's next to the grave here of Mattie E. Hibbard, 1879 to 1954. Okay, as you notice, there's no gravestone, grave marker of Frank Sully or Francis Sullivan. I think it's Frank Sullivan, actually. I actually saw a picture of it on findagrave.com, taken by the same person who took a picture of Vern Stephens. Okay, it used to be here, but usually families remove the grave marker, so fans do not, I guess they don't want, their privacy kept. So he was either buried here or here, but most likely in that area, as the lot said, number 3, something like that, number 3 and number 4. Okay, so yeah, so the marker is not here, but it's definitely where his body is. His wife is actually also buried here, and I actually saw a picture of her gravestone, and it's not here either. They've removed that, so it could either be here, there, over there, over there, over there. I didn't really do much research on it, since where exactly it is, but yeah, there you go. So the family just removed the grave markers, so I guess they value their privacy. Okay, so let me talk about Frank Sully, as he's known professionally. American film actor, appeared in over 240 films between 1934 and 1968. Okay, that's more. He's often cast as a heavy or villain throughout his career. Modern viewers will recognize Sully in his appearances in several late Three Stooges films, such as Fling in the Ring, Pardon My Backfire, and Guns A-Poppin'. Okay, in comedy, perhaps his most memorable role was as the bewildered waiter who thinks he is seeing triple in the Stooges' A Merry Mix-Up. Dramatically, Sully is remembered as one of the Joad family members, Noah Joad, whose family treks across the country for a new life in the 1940 classic John Ford film, The Grapes of Wrath. Ever seen that movie? I have, and I remember Noah Joad particularly well, and I believe he leaves the family midway through the film. Okay, from what I recall. Okay, so he's also in TV series, several television shows: Maverick, Alfred Hitchcock Hour, Leave It to Beaver, I Love Lucy, and the Beverly Hillbillies. Okay, there we go. And he died, said December 17, 1975, at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital, and he's buried right here in Forest Lawn Memorial Park. Unmarked grave though. Okay, so there you go. So this pretty much covers all the graves here in this area of the Memorial Park, or the cemetery of Forest Lawn, Long Beach. So next up, I'll be going into the mausoleum and covering the graves over there. I can see them. Also, yung top part right there. Okay, let's go there now, shall we?